These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Challenging our resident quiz champions today are the Monty crew from Cambridgeshire. Now, this team work at the same inkjet technology company and regularly quiz together at the Montague Club in Huntingdon. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Tony and I'm a machine operator.
Hello, I'm Sheila and I'm a team support officer.
Hi, I'm Kevin and I'm an accounts assistant.
Hi, I'm Dan and I'm a machine operator.
Hi, I'm Roger and I'm a senior analytical technician.
So Tony and team, hello.
Hello.
And yes, so inkjet printing is the thing, Tony, is it?
That's right, yeah, it's industrial inkjet heads, yeah.
OK, which they say that the ink is more valuable than perfume.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah. So you're all working at the same place?
Well,
or
three of us work at the same place, yeah, and all related in some way.
Tell us about the team name, the Monty crew.
Yeah, it's the Montague Club in Huntingdon. There's a working men's club we all go to now and again, the odd shandy or whatever, so it's like a play on the words, really, so Montague to the Monty crew.
And do you watch the show? Do you watch these 5 in action?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Impressed or not?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
On a good day, on a good day.
Terrifying, that. Terrifying.
No, well, not. Once you get to know them, they're not too scary. Good luck, challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs, but if the challengers fail to defeat the Eggheads, that prize money rolls over to our next show. Now, Monty crew, the Eggheads had a bit of a bashing a few games ago. They just got into their stride. They were bashed again in the last game. So at least it proves it can be done. It's £1,000 saying you can't beat the Eggheads. Would you like to try?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and TV. So it's one of you against either Dave or Steve or Beth or Kevin or Judith.
OK, right, I think it's Dan.
Probably.
That's you up there?
Yeah, go on, Dan.
Sounds like that's me.
And
Dan.
Who are we going up against?
Judith, let's dance.
Well, let's dance, yes, rather than quiz.
Don't take it literally, Judith. Dan from the Monty crew dancing with Judith from the Eggheads on film and TV. Just to ensure there's no conferring, would you please take your positions in our legendary question room? OK, Dan, film and TV, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
So here we go. Which of these films, Dan, was released first? Citizen Kane, The Godfather, or Forrest Gump?
OK, well, Forrest Gump, I think, was back in the 90s. The Godfather, I believe, was about 20 years before then, so I'll say Citizen Kane.
In black and white, Citizen Kane is the right answer. Well done. Yeah, by all means applaud. Judith, in the TV series The Walking Dead, the world has been overrun by what? Vampires, zombies, or werewolves?
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like zombies.
Zombies is right.
Oh, phew. Lucky.
Lucky Eggheads wasn't an option there. Dan, who plays the title role in the 2017 film Logan? Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, or Michael Fassbender?
Logan is the alternate name of Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman.
Brilliant. Hugh Jackman it is. You're playing well. Confidently. OK, Judith, to catch up. In which year was Monty Python's Flying Circus first transmitted on UK TV? 1959, 1969, or 1979?
Well, definitely not 1959. I'm torn between 69 and 79. I think 69.
Yes, you are right. 1969. OK, Dan. In the TV series Sherlock, what is the name of the title character's sister, played by Sian Brooke? Is it Zephyrus, Notos, or Eurus?
I must admit, this is a show that I've not watched, and none of these names are ringing a bell for me. I'm gonna go down the right and say Euros.
Eurus is right. Well done.
Yeah, well done, Dan.
Very sure-footed. OK, Judith. Who directed and adapted the screenplay for the Oscar-winning 2016 film Moonlight? Who was it? Denis Villeneuve, Barry Jenkins, or Theodore Melfi?
I think that was Barry Jenkins.
It was indeed Barry Jenkins. So, after 3 questions each, the scores are level, so we go to sudden death. And to make it that bit harder, Dan, I don't give you alternative answers. From 1990 to 2002, Angus Dayton was the host of which TV panel show?
I believe that was Have I Got News for You?
It was indeed Have I Got News for You.
Oh, damn.
Judith, for which 1968 science fiction film does Douglas Rain provide the voice for HAL 9000?
I've absolutely no idea because I never watch science fiction films. Was there one, 2001? Was there one called 2001?
2001, I'll accept. 2001, A Space Odyssey. I was thinking you'd go straight to that, Judith.
Well, I did, didn't I?
Well, I suppose you did, yeah. You did. You looked a little bit like you weren't going to, though. Dan, your question. Dev Patel received an Oscar nomination in 2017 for his role in which film?
I think this is where my luck's going to run out. I'll say La La Land.
No, it's not that. Lion is the answer. Okay, Judith, you have a chance to take the round here with this question. Who plays the role of Ian Fletcher, the BBC's head of values, in the TV comedy series W1A?
Hugh Bonneville.
Hugh Bonneville is the right answer, Judith. You've taken the round, film and TV. Sorry, Dan, you played really well. Just until that last answer. So you are out, I'm afraid, from the final round, and Judith is in. If you return to us, we'll play on. So as it stands, the Monty crew have lost 1 brain from the final round. The Eggheads have not lost any so far. The next subject is music. So who would like this?
Kevin, I think you've been...
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, you've obviously got a strategy in place. You straight to it, you guys. Against which Egghead, and it can't be Judith.
Who do you reckon?
I'd like to try Beth.
We're going to
That's
take
okay.
Beth on, if we can, please.
All right, Kevin from the Monty crew versus Beth from the Egghead crew. And please go to the question room now. Okay, you're against Beth on music, and would you like to go first or second, Kevin?
I'd like to go second, please.
Good luck, Beth. Here we go. The band Deep Purple are best known for playing music in which genre? Disco, hard rock, or funk?
They're not disco. Hard rock.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Smoke on the Water and
yeah.
dun 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 dun. Okay, over to you, Kevin. The Last Post is an historic piece of military music traditionally played on which instrument? Kevin, is it violin, clarinet, or bugle?
It's not violin, it's not clarinet. I tend to watch a lot of old cowboy films, it'd be bugle.
Bugle is right, Kevin, well done. Beth, Divide is the title of a 2017 album by which singer? Ed Sheeran, Ragged Bowman, or James Arthur?
This goes along with his Multiply and I think, other albums by Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran is quite right. Well done. Kevin, it's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair are the opening lines to which song by David Bowie? Space Oddity, Life on Mars, or Starman?
I'm pretty certain it's not Starman. Space Oddity it could be, but I'm going to plump for Life on Mars.
Yes, absolutely. Life on Mars is correct. Great song. Well done, Kevin. Beth, back to you. Third question. Miserere is a famous 17th century piece of work by which composer? Beth, is it Allegri, Albinoni, or Rossini?
It's not Rossini. And Miserere now, is this Allegri or Albinoni? It is a very sombre piece of music. I think it's a one-hit wonder, as they call it. I always think this is by Albinoni, and I'm shocked when it's not. I'm erring towards Allegri, so I'm going to go with him.
Allegri is the right answer,
Oof.
Beth. Well done. Okay, Kevin, to stay in. Shut Up and Big for Your Boots are UK top 10 hit singles for which British rapper? Wiley, Plan B, or Stormzy?
Wiley, to me, is always Wiley Coyote, so I'm afraid that's out the door. So I've got a feeling it's Plan B.
Plan B. Beth, do you know this one?
I would have gone for Stormzy.
Stormzy is the right answer. Kevin, sorry you've been knocked out by Beth. Well done. You're in the final, Beth. And if you come back to us, we'll play the third round. Tricky times for the Monty crew here. They've lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads may be just getting a bit of their mojo back. We'll see. The next subject for you is history challenges. Now, have we got a history fan?
I think Sheila or
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sheila?
Roger.
I'll jump in.
You're gonna
Roger.
have to?
Yeah, I'll jump in, yeah. I
Yes,
regret saying that,
Roger.
but
OK, Roger.
never
Who
volunteer, but here
are
we
we
go.
taking on then? Who are you taking on?
I'll take on Dave.
Dave? Tremendous knowledge, Dave, against Roger.
Yeah.
What a
To
battle.
not much knowledge, Roger.
We'll see. So history for Roger from the Monty crew against our Dave from the Eggheads. And please go to the question room now. So, Roger, I guess your historical thing is collecting old scooters.
That's as far as I go, yeah, but, you know.
Will they go back away?
They do go back quite a way, yes, yes.
What's the best kind of old scooter to have then?
Well, the best to have is a different thing to what I want. That's a totally different subject, but I suppose the old GS's, old Lambretta TV 175 or something, yeah.
Oh, lovely. So Lambrettas, those mod scooters.
Yeah, that's the direction, yes.
What's the difference between a scooter and a motorbike, Roger?
Style over substance, I think.
It's got a little platform.
Yeah, it's got a little platform, the engine's covered, it's, yeah, I think it's an acquired taste, but, and motorbikes seem to go on to the end of the journey, where scooters don't normally, or the ones I've had don't normally. Yeah, you spend more time sort of lay-by scratching your head and wondering, why don't I know more about this than I should?
All right, well, I can't guarantee that scooters will come up in the history round, but let's see.
Let's hope, let's hope.
Let's hope, Roger. Would you like to go first or second?
First, please.
Here we go. Which of these historical figures was a king of Wessex? Eric the Red, Alfred the Great, or Charles the Bold?
Eric the Red sounds like a cartoon character, so I'm skipping them. I'm probably completely wrong, but I'm skipping him. Charles the Bold, I've never actually heard of. I'm going straight down the middle with Alfred the Great.
Alfred the Great is quite right. Yeah, completely. OK, Dave. The ancient Mayan civilization was largely based in which part of the world? Is this Central America, Asia, or Africa?
I think it's around Guatemala. So I'll go Central America, please.
Central America is quite right. Roger, the claymore was a type of long, double-edged sword typically used by whom? Is it Scottish Highlanders, Japanese samurai, or Roman legionaries?
I know the Roman legionaries, use a short sword. Japanese samurai. No, that's not that. I'm definitely going to go for Scottish Highlanders.
They had very big swords, you're quite right.
Yeah.
Scottish Highlanders. Dave, in medieval Britain, what name was given to a landowner of free but not noble birth? Cooper, Franklin, or Housecarl?
I don't know. Of those, I'm going to go Franklin, but no real basis for it.
Franklin is the right answer.
OK.
OK, so level after 2. And back to you, Roger. The cockle shell heroes of World War II carried out Operation Frankton, a famous commando raid on shipping in which German-occupied French port? Le Havre, Dieppe, or Bordeaux?
Right. I've spent most of my life watching war films, and all of a sudden my mind's gone blank. I'm going for either Le Havre or Dieppe. So out of those two, I'm going to pick Dieppe.
Actually, both are wrong. The answer is Bordeaux.
Gutted.
And let's get a bit of details here. Eggheads, anyone help us on the cockle shell heroes?
Yeah, it was a commando raid. There were only a small number of them. There were about 10 of them in a couple of, or 5 two-man canoes. And the idea was to go into the harbour, you know, down the Gironde estuary into Bordeaux, place explosive devices on German ships and get out. And hardly any of them made it. Only I think 2 got away free. Dieppe was a big raid, but that was almost like an early rehearsal for D-Day. That was a major raid involving thousands of troops. Le Havre, can't think of anything particularly in relation to Le Havre. But yeah, the cockle shell heroes, it was one of those great commando exploits.
And British commandos?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. OK, Dave, your question. You can take the round with this. In which year was the architect Sir Christopher Wren born? 1632, 1662, or 1702?
Right. So he rebuilt a lot of London after the Great Fire of London, which was in 1666. So that leaves me no option but to go for 1632.
If that is right, the logic is correct and impeccable. The answer is indeed 1632. Well done, Dave. 3 in a row. Sorry, Roger. He's quite good, isn't he?
He's good. Yes,
Say the
he's
least.
good. Yeah, yeah.
So beaten by our egghead and out of the final. Let's see if the challengers can pull one back. Return to us, please. One more round before the final. So as it stands, the Monty crew have lost 3 brains from the final round. The eggheads have not lost any so far. Time for one last heave, Monty crew, and it's arts and books.
I'll take that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheila?
Sheila can do
Yeah.
that one.
Okay, our team support officer against
Kevin,
which egghead?
please.
Kevin,
Yep.
brilliant. Into the booth with the Grandmaster. Sheila from the Monty crew versus Kevin from the Eggheads. Please take your positions. Sheila, you're a team support officer now, but you used to work in a butcher's.
I did indeed, yes, many years ago.
And any famous customers?
Ruth Maddock used to live nearby. She came in one particular Saturday and asked for a chicken. And so she bought a frozen chicken, and a week later she came back in the shop and she said, that chicken you sold me was, it's gone off. And I went, oh, that's not very usual. And she went, well, I left it in my airing cupboard and forgot.
she knew it was her fault.
But
How
we still
funny.
exchanged it.
How funny. Listen, we're on arts and books here, Sheila, so would you like to go first or second against Kevin?
I'll go first, please.
Here we go. Which famous character from literature describes herself as poor, obscure, plain and little? Jane Eyre, Scarlett O'Hara, or Holly Golightly?
I'm not sure of this one, so I'm going to take a lucky right guess and go with Holly Golightly.
It's not her, it's Jane Eyre, actually. Okay, Kevin, what type of creature is the central character in the Beatrix Potter story, The Tale of Timmy Tiptoes? Pigeon, duck, or squirrel?
Timmy Tiptoes.
The Tale of Timmy Tiptoes.
Not one I'm familiar with, but you don't really think of a duck as being on tiptoes, do you? And I mean, it could work with a pigeon, but squirrel, hunting for, foraging for food and that sort of thing. I mean, there's squirrel nutkin, isn't there? So, Well, I still feel as though I better go for squirrel, so I'll say squirrel.
Squirrel is the right answer. Okay, Sheila, which artist born in 1864 is famous for his association with the Montmartre area of Paris? Gauguin, Cézanne, or Toulouse-Lautrec?
I think this is Toulouse-Lautrec.
You're absolutely right, it is Toulouse-Lautrec, with, I guess, his sort of theatre posters and everything, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Kevin. Which of these terms refers to an extravagant and complex style of art and architecture that developed in Europe from the early 17th to the mid-18th century? Belle Époque, Baroque, or Art Nouveau?
Well, the other two are later, and the really extravagant one there in that sense is Baroque. So, Baroque.
Baroque is right. So Kevin's gone ahead, and you do need to get this one, Sheila. Which of these is a work of art by Rembrandt? Is it The Jewish Bride, Whistler's Mother, or The School of Athens?
Okay, I think this one's The Jewish Bride.
You are 100% right. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, level, but Kevin can take it with this question. Which poet wrote the following lines? Childhood is measured out by sounds and smells and sights before the dark of reason grows. So is that John Betjeman, Seamus Heaney, or Allen Ginsberg?
Doesn't sound like Ginsberg. I could make a case for either of the others. It's not a quotation I'm familiar with. So I will say John Betjeman.
It isn't Allen Ginsberg. It isn't Seamus Heaney. You have got it right. John Betjeman it is. You're in the final. Sorry, Sheila. Did well with your art knowledge there, though. Just been knocked out by Kevin. Happens a lot. Come back to us and we'll play the final round. So this is what we have been playing towards. It is time for our final round. As always, general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So that is Sheila and Kevin and Dan and Roger. I'm afraid all from the Monty crew. Would you please now leave the studio? OK, Tony, good luck here. You're playing to win your team £1,000. Dave, Steve, Beth, Kevin and Judith, what can I say? You're playing to restore the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time, they're all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. I'm sorry, that doesn't help. They're all back there. But Tony, you can do it on your own. The question is, can you, with your one brain, defeat these 5? And just to lift your spirits, it's been done before on several occasions. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll take the first set, please.
OK, all the best, Tony. 3 questions away from £1,000. Here we go. Lhasa is the historic capital of where? Is it Tibet, Kashmir, or Taiwan?
Lhasa, ringing no bells. Taiwan, no, it's not that Taiwan sounding. Kashmir doesn't sound that. I'm going to go down the left with Tibet, please.
Let's check with the Eggheads. Is he right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Lhasa is Tibet. Well done.
Thank you.
That's good. Over to you, Eggheads. The word Ragnarok refers to the final battle between the gods and the giants in which mythology? Roman, Norse, or Egyptian?
Norse.
Yeah. Everybody happy with Norse?
Norse.
Yeah, that's the final battle in Norse mythology, Jeremy.
Norse is the right answer. Tony, your question. Founded in 1925 in Missouri, what are the Rockettes? Brass band, basketball team, or dance company?
It could be anything. I don't think it's basketball team. The Rockettes tend to go with the cheerleaders and things like that, so I'm going to rule out brass band, baseball team, and go with a dance company.
You're right, dance company it is. Playing really well. Teammates are thinking, OK, Tony's doing it. Eggheads, which king of the United Kingdom famously wore Homburg hats? Is this Edward VII, George III, or William IV?
Edward the 7th.
Yeah.
Edward VII.
I think he actually helped popularise him in this country. It's Edward VII.
Edward VII is correct. So absolutely dead set level here. And the third question can be crucial. Get this one right and they may fall into disarray. We have to hope for that. Which man directed over 30 films in the Carry On franchise? Gerald Thomas, Val Guest, or Norman Cohen?
Again, it's another one I'm not 100% sure on. I'm going to stick to what I've done before and go down the left with Gerald Thomas, please.
Gerald Thomas. Could be a lot riding on this. Eggheads?
Yep.
Very good.
Well done. Playing a blinder here. And I love this. Swerving down the left if in doubt. Gerald Thomas is the right answer. Well done. So, interesting, because the Eggheads have had a little bit of a tricky time. Third question, get this wrong, it's over. What mode of transport is a wherry? Is it plane, boat, or tandem bicycle?
Boat.
Yeah. We're all happy with both.
Boat, yeah.
We're all agreed it's a boat, Jeremy.
You do sound quite certain. If you've got it wrong, then the challengers have won. But boat is the answer. Well done, Eggheads. So 3 each, and the score's level. We go to sudden death. Gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternatives.
Oh, no.
Well done, Tony. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. Are the opening lyrics to which Prince song?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain is correct.
Thank you, Sheila.
Big,
for
big
that.
purple
Plays
theme
all
on the
time.
show today. We start with Deep Purple?
Deep Purple,
Is that?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Eggheads. My father had a small estate in Nottinghamshire. I was the third of 5 sons. Is the first line of which 18th century novel?
Oliver's Travels.
Tom Jones. Tristram Shandy.
5 sons.
What date's that?
No, that's because that's Yorkshire. I think
Robinson Crusoe,
Tom
when
Jones
was
is
that?
hardly
Robinson
Somerset.
Crusoe was earlier. He were York, anyway.
It was York, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the best bet so far is Gulliver.
Oh, Gulliver's Travels.
Gulliver.
It rings a tiny bell with me.
Okay.
Well, it was my first thought, but I don't know.
Okay.
What was your first thought?
Gulliver's Travels.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's
First
2.
thing I said.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, as you can probably tell, Jeremy, we're not at all sure. We've ruled a couple out, but obviously there's plenty more which it could be we've not even thought of. But because we need to say something, we'll risk Gulliver's Travels.
The answer is Gulliver's Travels. Well
Well
done.
done, well done, team.
You were close there,
Well done,
Tony.
Kevin and
Keep the
Steve.
pressure on them. They were uncertain.
My heart was going in. I thought I'd done it.
Yeah, I thought you had. Okay, your question. Sudden death. In British currency, an image of which bird appeared on the reverse of the farthing coin minted between 1937 and 1956?
I know the coin. I can see it in my head. Jenny Wren was the name that came into my head when I first saw it. I can picture it, but I can't. I'll just have to go with Jenny Wren again.
Wren is the right answer. Well done. So here we are again. Eggheads, your question. You need this to stay in. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil. A lines from which of Shakespeare's plays?
Hamlet.
Hamlet. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we think they're famous lines from Hamlet's soliloquy, Jeremy, so Hamlet.
Yes, part of the to be or not to be speech. Quite right. Well done. Tony, back to you. Graça Machel has been the First Lady of two countries, Mozambique and which other?
Just thinking round that way, you've got South Africa, Namibia. I'm going to say, sticking into the same sort of area of the world, and say Namibia.
Ah, that's painful because you said the right answer earlier, which is South Africa. She married Nelson Mandela. That's how she became First Lady of South Africa. This gives the Eggheads a chance to take the contest. In 2016, which British band became the first act to headline the Glastonbury Festival 4 times?
Is it Coldplay?
Yeah.
Let me have a think.
Rolling Stones.
No,
No, let's have a
really.
think.
Coldplay.
2016.
Radiohead.
4 times.
Coldplay would work.
Yeah, is it? It's not Arctic Monkeys out like
No,
that.
no.
I thought that sort of thing you all know.
So it's got to be a group who's reasonably
Yeah.
proficient, who've been
Yeah.
to the
They're
Glastonbury.
prolific.
Not Pink Floyd.
And had
No,
an
it's one of them.
album in the last year
More
or so.
recent band.
Yeah, yeah.
And they did,
Yeah.
didn't they?
I mean, Coldplay.
I know Coldplay's done it recently,
yeah.
haven't
Coldplay's as good a percentage
Right.
as.
You
We're all
didn't
happy.
go.
We'll get another chance if we're wrong, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have a go at Coldplay, yeah.
Right, we've pretty much named every group under the sun. But at the end of the day, we'll say Coldplay with no degree of certainty.
Coldplay is your answer. If it's right, the contest is over. If it's wrong, we play on. In 2016, the British band to headline for the 4th time at Glastonbury was Coldplay. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. Well, you put some power into the last round there.
We tried.
Well done with the Wren and all of that. Brilliant. Because
Proud of my
actually-
team. They all did well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. Been great to see you.
Absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic. No, thank you so much for playing. Monty Crew, commiserations to you. The Eggheads are maybe back on track now and doing what comes naturally to them. Here you are reigning supreme over Quizland once again. It does mean our challengers don't go home with the £1,000. We take the money, we roll it over to our next show. Eggheads, well done. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to do it. There'll be £2,000 to win. Until we quiz again, goodbye.